Yes, we see that the Nintendo Switch is a huge success. This is not news. This is something we all knew from the time they released the damn thing. It's been on fire, and the fire is still burning strong. I mean, 68 million, less than 3 years. That's how many times? The about 6 times the amount of Wii U's in almost double the amount of time, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to bash on the Wii U. I had one and liked it. What I'm here to say is the Nintendo Switch is a success, and I love the Switch. I play mine all the time, had it since launch day. Now, I don't want Nintendo to get arrogant again. What do I mean by that? I mean, remember back to the Wii U days that Nintendo thought just putting the name Wii on the Wii U would sell it. That's what they thought. They had to think that because they didn't market the damn thing. Most of the mainstream didn't even know what it was up until no lie, as recently as a couple months ago. Somebody saw my Wii U sitting in the entertainment center, in the entertainment system, and asked me, "What is that?" And when I explained it to them, they still asked me, "So it's not just an add-on for the Wii, it's its own thing?" And then last year, somebody asked me, "Why is that Wii so big? Why is it so much bigger than the regular Wii? What is it?" You see what I mean? They thought the name Wii would just sell the Wii U, and that did not work. That was arrogance. Now, the Switch is a whole different story. The Switch is not what the Wii was. The Wii was something that hit the mainstream and everybody and their grandma had one. The Switch is something that people who are enthusiastic about the medium of games love. People who are actually into the culture love the Switch. It's not a fad like the Wii was. So that's not where I'm going with this. I'm talking about arrogance overall. I don't want to have the companies keep on having to get washed to make good, or to be humble enough to give the consumer what they want. What happened? The PlayStation 3 gets washed. What happened? That's what led us to getting the PS4. That's what led us to $400 for the PS4. If we remember, the PS3 was $600. The Xbox One got washed. That's what led us to Game Pass. That's what led us to the Series S being a budget option that can get people into the new cycle of consoles for $300. That's what led us to the Series X. Mind you, listen at the craziness that I'm about to say. The Series X is the same price as the Xbox One was when it came out. The Series X is by far the strongest console out. And I'm not trying to get a Series X. I want a PS5. I'm just speaking what it is. The GPU is stronger in the Series X than in the PlayStation. That's facts. And the Xbox One was weaker on the GPU side, comparable on the CPU side to the PS4, and cost $100 more. That was arrogance coming off of the success of the 360. Now, when it comes to Nintendo, what is the possibility of their arrogant, or where could it possibly stem from? Arrogant behavior. We're already seeing it, and it's how they treat these games. Now, as I said before, this does not affect me directly, because if it's a game I'm interested in that much, I get the game around launch. And I'm not really that interested in the Fire Emblem game. But the fact that they're putting out games that they have an expiration date on, even digitally. The Mario 3D All-Stars collection is out of here March 31st. You know, some people speculate that it's because they're going to split these games up and sell them separately. And that may be what the case is, but then what's the excuse for the Fire Emblem game? Why is that one out of here March 31st also? This is them feeding the consumer slop and telling them that it's a gourmet steak. This is them trying to capitalize on the fear of missing out. This is the manufactured scarcity that they were accused of in the Wii days. And whether they did it back then or not is up in the air. Maybe the Wii was just that hard to find, but it's proof. The manufactured scarcity is proof. I mean, it's provable with the way they're treating these games. Not because they're not stocking the shelf with them, or not because that anybody who wants it can't just go online and download it. It's not scarce in that regard. The regard that it's scarce in is that come March 31st, you can't get it again. So if you didn't get it before then, too bad for you. Doesn't affect me. I already got Mario. Don't really care about the Fire Emblem game. I might get it because it's only $5. That might be an impulse buy for me. So, but I'm not a selfish person when it comes to the issues with the industry. You know what I'm saying? I can see it from all points of view. You know, that's a small piece of arrogance compared to what they could do. You know, like, I don't want it to get out of hand of them thinking that they're now untouchable because the Switch is doing what it's doing. 68 million in less than 3 years. It's crazy. In less than 4 years, excuse me, it's crazy. They selling like 20 million of these things a year. Like, you can't take that from them. And if they put out a revision next year, you damn right I'm buying it. No shame in that. Buying it immediately. Don't care. But that's because I love the product. But I don't want the great product to come with the our shit don't stink attitude that these companies over and over show after they have a great success. The PS2, the most successful home console ever, led us into the fucking PS3. Led us into, if you can't afford the $600, get a second job. That's a real quote that a real executive from really Sony really said. The Xbox 360 led us to, if you can't connect to the internet, then we have a device for you. And it's not the Xbox One, it's the 360. That's a real quote from a real executive, Dimatric, from Xbox, that was really said. And not that anything was said from Nintendo, but the Wii, something that probably would have overtaken the PS2 if it was more geared towards the core of the gaming audience as well as the mainstream. It was selling on pace to outsell it. Then it fell off a cliff once people realized like the fad was over. But it still sold over 100 million. Now, Nintendo didn't say, you bought the Wii, so you owe us a Wii U purchase, but they damn for sure acted like that. The crazy marketing campaign that the Wii U got none of that. Even I was naive. Even I called GameStop a couple months after the Wii U came out because I bought mine early 2013. And I asked them, do y'all have any Wii U's? I was even naive to think that the Wii U would sell like the Wii did at the beginning. The guy sounded like he thought I was crazy. He was like, what you mean do we got them? Yeah, we got plenty. You want one? It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Come get it. That's basically what he said to me. So the point is, the failure of the Wii U is what gave us the Switch. I don't want to have to go through failures, fuck ups, and this, that, and the third to get good products, because that's a waste of time. If you could put out this good product after you failed, you could have put it out without failing. That's my point of view. And you are, Nintendo, you pissing people off with some of the things that you're doing. I don't want to see that trend continue. I want to see the trend of selling Switches, putting out great games. Because not only do people not like the way you're selling the Mario collection, most people think it's bare bones. I love it. I love all the games that are on it, and I don't need all the extra fluff that a lot of people are asking for. But if you look at it from an objective standpoint, it is the mascot, probably the biggest mascot in the gaming industry. It's the most well-known character in the gaming industry. No matter what you say, whether you like Nintendo or you don't, Master Chief, Nathan Drake, Crash Bandicoot, the fuckers from The Last of Us, Spyro the Dragon, Sonic the Hedgehog, all of that shit together probably isn't as recognizable as Mario. You can ask a grandma what Fortnite is, I bet you they don't know. You can ask a grandma what Mario is, they know what that is. The motherfucker is damn near the Mickey Mouse of video games, or the Bugs Bunny. And people look at his status, the character status in the gaming industry, and think that you severely under-celebrated his anniversary. And I am here for the games, but they think that you put out a bare bones, lackluster 35th anniversary celebration with the 3D All-Stars collection, and on top of that, you're doing some questionable shit by stopping selling it on March 31st. I don't want to see these, in my opinion, minor shows of arrogance turn into a trend where you start making major fuck ups. I don't want to see that. Love the Switch. Glad it's successful. Revision come out, I will buy it. But Nintendo, please don't get arrogant. I'm out.